Hello and welcome to I Am Geek, and this is episode 74.
Yes, yes, yes!
74! Woo! Woo!
I'm here. This is Ryan with my brother Chris
Woo!
and our good pal Katrin.
Hey-o!
And you're in for a treat tonight. Now we do Katrin's in Boston, and my brother has AT&T, so the connection may not be great tonight. We may have some technical difficulties as far as sound and stuff. So just please, we apologize for that. And we'll be back.
It's gonna be wicked. It's gonna be wicked awesome.
Yeah, he's only been in Boston for a couple of days, and he's already got the lingo down.
I'm wicked smart.
I sound like I'm in a drive-in. Asking for fries.
You sound like you have the speech jammer thing on, where you like talk and it goes like this sometimes.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Anyway, so hopefully next week we'll get the sound back to our normal Christmas.
Sure.
Christmas. It's already Christmas.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking Halloween today.
Merry Christmas.
Crispness.
All the stores have Halloween out. Christmas out. So.
Yeah. Oh, I tweeted something to Tim, our good pal Tim Tracker, a picture of me in front of Christmas trees in Walmart, and said, "Does this mean Christmas is starting now? Because there's Christmas trees everywhere." That's the thing he says. Anyways, and Walmart tweeted me back.
Nice.
And they were like, "Oh, it's never too early to start Christmas."
Yes, it is.
And then I said, what made me laugh was one side of the store was Halloween, the other side of the store was Christmas, and then in the middle there was like a whole section of Thanksgiving stuff. I was like, you just need Easter in the corner back there, and you could change your name to Holiday Mart. And then they replied back with a laugh. Ha 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 ha. So if you tweet Walmart, they'll tweet you back.
Great.
Buy our stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. It gets earlier and earlier every year. They might as well just keep it up. Just keep all the stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Then in July, you could buy a Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, as long as they reduce those prices, it's okay by me.
I don't feel like Walmart really reduces prices much anymore. It seems like when I go to Walmart, the stuff is just as expensive or more than other places. I don't know.
Well, they up them and then they put them on sale.
Oh.
In quotation marks. So they're regular priced.
Yes.
On sale.
Fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But then I've seen some stuff that's like clearance price, and you lift up the sticker to the before price, and it's less than the clearance price.
So, is it clear that Walmart is not a sponsor of this episode?
What this episode is sponsored by Walmart, where shopping is a pleasure.
I don't think
Get her done.
I think they're gonna approve of that this conversation. So we might ought to talk to them about that. I guess.
I love Walmart. Walmart is so great.
Walmart. What just like your mom used to make.
It's the only place where I can buy bananas and windshield wiper blades.
Not true. I got a guy down the corner.
I don't
Good
know.
price.
I'm a Target man, I guess. I like Target better than Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anymore, we just do stuff online.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Target commercials? And they have a like an apostrophe or an accent mark above the Target symbol at the end of it.
Target?
Yeah, that's what I think of every time, and I'm like, are they playing off of that because everybody calls it that, or are they just?
I haven't seen that, but maybe.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that because everybody calls it that, right?
Yeah,
I'm going to
fancy.
Target.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Target.
they're redoing most of them to make them all fancy.
Yeah,
At least
they're
around here.
redoing ours. Yeah.
You know, today I
You
went
have to wear a tie and jacket.
I know.
If you don't have one, they provide one when
Yeah.
you walk in the door.
Yeah.
You can buy
And
one
walk
for
around. Yeah.
the Goodfellas brand or whatever it is.
I went to Aldi today. I've never been to an Aldi. We'll get to actually what we're talking about here in a minute. But
this is what we're talking about.
I've never been.
This is it.
Jennifer, my wife wanted me to get. I guess she gets baby food there or something. I don't know. I guess it's cheaper. So I'd never been. I was like, I'm gonna pick it up, and I go to grab a shopping cart, and then I realize
you got to pay.
They're all chained together with the coin slot. And I'm like, what is this? I was like, I'm not putting a quarter. I have a quarter on me, and I'm not putting a quarter in this. So I just went and got a bag out of the car and just threw everything in a bag.
There you go.
And then just walked out of the store without paying. Good for you.
No.
Yeah, stick it to the man.
And then you go up to the front to check, and it was weird. I've never been in there before, and they had all kinds of stuff. They had like chainsaws and
I got it. It's a different kind of store.
Cake, Then I went Well, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, it's not important.
Oh, sorry. I just was saying I went to check out, and there was nobody up there, and it said, "Please unload your stuff here, and somebody will be with you." And there was like a bell, so I rang it, and I hear from the back of the store, "I'll be there in a second." So I stood and waited. I probably could have just walked out of the store. I think there was only like one person working there. I don't know.
Yeah. They have very minimal.
In the bathroom.
Yeah, they have very minimal staff there. I read an article about it one time, and it's how they keep their prices so low is that they don't really have stock shelves, right? They just put it out there in on this crate or whatever, and they have very few people that work at the registers. They don't, you have to pay to use the carts. You have to bring your own bags if you want bags, right? But I did also read that Trader Joe's is actually an Aldi, but there's two different kinds of Aldi. So it's a I'm going to say this wrong. It's either Swedish or Norwegian. I don't know, one of those over in Europe. And we have European listeners. I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult anybody. But anyways, the Trader Joe's is actually the Americanized version of this other kind of Aldi. I'm not explaining it real well at all, but it's it was an interesting article about it. We're getting a Trader Joe's in Memphis area. Everybody's excited. It's like, it's great. Yeah, we got Aldi.
We got one here.
Yeah.
I had one. There was one in Florida, and I went in a couple times, and I was just sort of like, all right.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, oh, it's so cool, and then I was just sort of like, well, I thought there would be like magicians and clowns just doing stuff.
No.
It's one of those hipster things.
Yeah.
I thought
Chris probably goes all
there.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I go all the time.
If you have a Tesla, you always have to go to Trader Joe's.
Yeah, that's just what we do. We go there. I just walk through, just sampling all the things like hipsters do, but not really buying any of them. Oh, nuts! That's nice. That's nice. Maybe later, maybe I'll get some next time. Walking through.
You go to Starbucks, and then you go to In-N-Out Burger, right? Is that what you do?
Yeah, Starbucks, In-N-Out Burger, yeah.
that's all the cool kids do.
That's me.
In your Tesla.
That sounds like LA life, basically. That's what LA do.
We got all kinds of sponsors tonight.
Yeah, I know.
In-N-Out Burgers. Come in and you'll come out later.
So instead of we offend everyone, we offend everyone episode, this is just we offend every chain episode.
Get lawsuits or
Omar, In-N-Out Burger. Yeah, it's good. No. Yeah. Throwing some Taco Bell somewhere, we're good.
Forced lunch.
Taco Bell, the home of the diarrhea.
That's what it should be called.
Taco Hell.
Whoa.
Wait,
no more G rating, Chris. Thanks.
It burns.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
You're welcome. What I'm here for.
All right, so let's get on into this. I don't think we have any other store. You got any other store stories? I don't think so.
I went to a Duluth while here in Boston.
Oh, what is that?
Duluth Trading. You ever seen the commercials for Duluth Trading? And they have the fire hose pants.
No.
It's like this material that is for people that do work, like out in the.
So not us.
Not us. They do manual labor, and these fire hose pants that are super strong, and then they also have these crotches in the pants that are super comfortable, supposedly. But I think it's way expensive, so I didn't even look at prices.
Their pants have crotches in them? Wow.
But it's a specially designed crotch, so that it doesn't. In their commercials, and I don't remember if they were like internet commercials or like if I've just seen like a page in a magazine or something. But it's like it doesn't pinch or whatever is like their whole thing.
Doesn't pinch.
Okay, it doesn't pinch.
This episode of I'm Geek sponsored by crotches. It doesn't pinch.
Jeez. Sorry. From the South. Can't help it.
Doesn't pinch. It's good.
Anyways, so it's supposed to be really comfortable.
Comfortable crotches.
Comfortable crotches.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of the pants.
Their commercials are funny. You should find their commercials. Duluth Trading. DULUTH.
Maybe I'll put one on the end of this episode.
Yes, you'll get a kick out of them. I promise you will.
Duluth.
You can start your laundry. Get
Duluth Trading.
Washing. Go sit down and pants won't
Peach.
and eat some
pecans. Terrible.
I had a. Oh no!
What do you call them?
Yeah, they're called pecans. They're called pecans. Pecan is something you use the bathroom in.
It's a pecan.
True.
Speaking of crotches, segue.
I don't know if I like this segue.
I took.
Go back.
I took my son. He's doing swim lessons.
Oh.
So I took him swim lessons, and I had to go to the restroom. So I went to the restroom, and what happens when I'm in the restroom? My zipper broke.
Oh.
On my shorts.
It wouldn't happen if you had some Duluth Trading.
I know it wouldn't pinch and it wouldn't break. Yeah, so I was like, oh great, and my T-shirt wasn't like a long, like it was a regular T-shirt. It wasn't like extra long. So it's just like I'm like, oh gosh, I'm in this like kids swimming thing with surrounded by small children and moms, and then me.
And your pants are coming off.
And my pants are and like
hang out.
And like yeah, and then the the swim teacher talks to you afterwards. So I'm sitting there like trying to like dry my son off with the towel and cover myself. And it was so oh gosh, it was so
look, Daddy's gonna be funny and wear his towel around him.
Yeah.
Dad, I need to dry off. No, son. You're good.
I'm being funny.
I was like, I kept thinking people, and I had to go to Target after that, or Target. So I'm like, oh, great. With two small children trying to cover up my, pants from breaking.
Crotch.
Yeah, I thought about it, Target to like.
Safety pin.
That's what I thought about doing. I thought about just grabbing some pins and be like, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'll pay for them at later. But
you sound like a hipster in Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was. Oh, and then I came out of the bathroom with trying to cover myself, and my son was in the pool, like screaming bloody murder. Like, and the lady was just like trying to hold on to him, and he was just like, I hadn't seen him do this before, and I was like, what happened? And he was like, she let go of me. So he had like the death grip on her and wouldn't let go. I was like, oh gosh.
You could have used that moment and be like, I'm coming, son. Then you rip off your shorts and you jump in the water.
Oh, darn it.
I ripped my crotch.
Saving my son. I ripped my pants. All for my son.
I'll do that next time.
I don't recommend.
Stick it to stiff. Duluth Flex Fire Hose Work Pants. There you go. I'm looking at the website.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
I'll have to get me some of those. Oh, $80. I'm not getting me any of those.
I didn't even look at the prices because everything that I've looked at in Boston out here is just way expensive and the cost of living is just way expensive. So I was like, I'm not even going to look at anything.
It's got to be a magic truck.
It was like we went to the Lego store and everything was way more expensive for no reason. Because I said I can get that at Target for $16 instead of $19. So
at Target.
At Target.
Target, it's more expensive than Target.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You got to pay in like francs, right? That's French
Hot
money.
dogs?
No.
Oh, c'est pas tout entendu.
We have listeners in France.
Wow.
Stop that.
Wow, that's pretty good. I didn't know you spoke French.
And there goes all the French listeners. We're sorry, France.
I'm sorry.
My brother is a hipster that goes to Trader Joe's.
I've done that before with a guy's French Canadian, and he knows some French, and he's like, "What'd you say?" I was like, "I'm just kind of making stuff up." He's like, "Well, this that you just said is a curse word in France." I was like, "Oh."
Good job there.
Yikes.
Oh, man. All right, so you guys want to do news first, or do you want me to ask you a question? We can do news first. Bring on the news.
Bring on the news.
Yeah, I probably won't add that stuff in tonight. Anyways, all right, so, again, summer has come to an end. Fall is here, so that means all the stuff is coming back, and there's new trailers. Fox dropped their. Is this going to be maybe their? Well, no, they have one more movie, maybe.
It's either the last or second to last, depending on if they actually release New Mutants.
Yeah.
But they could change that one up to where it wouldn't be in this X-Men universe if they wanted to, I guess, because they're doing a ton of reshoots on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, X-Men Dark Phoenix. The last one with this crew.
Yeah. When I first saw the trailer late last night, because I guess they had it. I guess they premiered it on one of the late night shows.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the one on CBS?
Kimmel.
CBS
or CBS.
CBS.
Wow.
But the British guy.
James Corbin?
Yeah, Corbin. I guess they premiered it on Corbin. So I saw it on YouTube after that. When it first came on, I thought, "Oh, this is some fan-made thing." I thought they just took stuff from other movies and spliced it together. And then it got to the Jennifer Lawrence part, and then I realized, oh no, okay, this is actually the trailer, because her makeup looks different. It looks
when she's Mystique.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I noticed. I just watched it the once.
I think it looked like she had more like of the spots in her forehead with the red hair.
Well, they've changed it up a bit, like at least like the application, so she doesn't have to sit for forever when doing it. So it's more of a jumpsuit now, and then with the spots added to it.
I meant to her face. Yeah, that's like because she got the slick back red hair, and then the blue with the spots just looked a little different to me. But anyways, I noticed weird things. As sort of the resident X-Men guy, I guess.
Oh,
Chris.
Well, when I watch X-Men,
I'm waiting.
These guys used to be men, right? And now they're not. They are X-Men.
And women.
Well, I guess that would be women because of X-Men. So
right.
No longer men.
So now they are mutants. But they're also women too. So does that mean that the women in the show used to be men?
No.
Well, Mystique can be whoever.
So she used to be a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chris,
or does that mean like man?
The X-Man's getting you down.
No, I mean like human man.
Oh, maybe so.
Maybe.
Deep thoughts.
It was the 70s when they came up with it, so who knows?
Who knows? So, Chris, what did you think of the trailer? Now that we've got the expert opinion out of the way.
That's right.
Us laymen.
I thought it was pretty good. I don't see how it could be any worse than X-Men 3. So, I think
which is Katrin's favorite of the movie.
Which is yeah.
He's like, I don't even know what that one is.
Well, my problem with
is that
one
one
is
first
they
class?
just tried to do
No.
No, that was
that was the best one, actually.
That was the one where they did the Phoenix Saga before, and then they also did Cure for Mutants. They were doing too much. They just did too much in that one.
Yeah.
That was where Magneto lifted the Golden Gate Bridge or whatever over to
the
island. But yeah. I don't know. This one, I mean, it could be fun. There's history and timeline and everything is just so convoluted that nothing really. They just don't care. Nothing really matters anymore. They're just doing their own thing. Because it's still gonna be way different than the comics because it's totally they've set it up way differently. It's totally different characters. So like there's still a hint of the X-Men 3 where Jean goes to Magneto. Like in the comics, she goes over to the Hellfire Club. But they kind of killed the main guy from that in X-Men First Class. And the other person, Emma Frost, she's no longer in it. Unless the new actress is playing her. Which we're not quite sure. What's the name of the actress? She looks like the woman from Jurassic World, but it's not her. Jessica Chastain. She's playing some character. Her hair's all white. So, like, she looks like she could be Emma Frost, but more than likely she's not.
No.
She could be an alien because there were aliens involved in the comics, and they said they're going more into space and doing more crazy stuff with this one. So it's possible, but I don't know. It looks like, I mean, it'll be fun. I'm going to go see it. I like this cast. The last movies were good. X-Men First Class was just brilliant.
I mean, especially that part where there's like this bed flying around. I mean, that was really cool. I mean, whoever did that had to be like really smart.
Bed flying around?
Well, it's pinning Emma Frost down with the bed.
Oh, okay.
Or something. Something happened.
Yeah. That was really good.
It's like bed flying around.
Yeah, whoever animated that was.
That would have been Chris. Chris did that.
Oh,
I don't know.
Wow, what? You did that?
Well.
I think I even saw your initials on there somewhere. Yeah, like I just zoomed in for no reason at all, and I saw something. Oh gosh.
Yeah. So Chris did First Class, so go watch that one. It's my favorite of the X-Men movies.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
I'm just kidding. I like First Class, but I'm just playing. But yeah, I don't know. I think it could be good. It's got some fun stuff to it. It looks like they're doing Magneto's Genosha, kind of a take on that. Genosha was an island for mutants. And it looks like Magneto's kind of doing a camp for mutants.
Is that near Genovia?
That'd be cool.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So I mean, I hope it's good. Part of me is like I heard there's like some people saying like that they should have just put it out on streaming or something, but I don't know.
No, that bad.
So I don't know. Hopefully it's good. I hope it's not just Fox saying we had the stuff, so we're going to get one last thing out while we can. I don't know. I'm just ready to see how they tie X-Men into the Marvel Universe, so they can just go ahead and do that. I know it'll be a while, but whatever. So yeah, so that came out. The last trailer for Fantastic Beasts, Where to Find Them, came out. I know you guys maybe not be as big as fans of those as me, but I like those movies.
I like them.
Yeah.
Good.
Go ahead.
There's just been the one.
Have you seen the Harry Potter movies, Katrin?
Yes, I was gonna say I like the Harry Potter movies. I haven't seen the Fantastic Beasts.
The Fast and Furious. Harry Potter edition.
Fast and Furious Beast.
Yeah.
But yes, I've seen all the Harry Potters.
Now, you haven't been to the Harry Potter Diagon Alley, have you?
No, I haven't been to Universal in a long time, since Jaws was there.
Hopefully you'll get to experience that.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Backing out on me.
Man, I don't know. Just got to see what happens.
Let's go along. Anyways,
for what I'm holding the Elder one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is in the trailer.
Which is in the trailer. Yeah, Grindelwald had it.
Yeah. Now the news for the trailer that came out that's had everybody, it's been sort of controversial, which I'm like, why does everything have to be controversial? Why can't it just be fun?
Because
Bert and Ernie.
Oh gosh. Moving along.
I totally missed something.
Yes, you did. Sorry, go ahead.
Moving along.
Okay, we'll talk later offline about that, I guess. Is that the snake, Nagihi, or however you pronounce it, is actually a Nagihi, right? Nagiri?
Oh, wow.
I don't know. One of our listeners is shouting at the thing right now.
You're not geeks.
You're butchering it. Anyways, the snake that you see in Harry Potter, the big one that follows Voldemort around. It's actually
Voldemort.
Yeah, sorry, I had a little something there. Swallowed the wrong way. Is actually a woman, and she's in this movie. And she turns into the snake, and I guess she's been cursed, so she remains a snake, and that's why she's the snake in the Harry Potter movies and books.
So did they explain that? Did someone explain it that that's what it was? Because in the trailer, it's just you see a woman turning into the snake.
Did somebody explain to that to who it actually was?
Well, yeah, that she's a woman that's cursed to be a snake.
There's a thing that came out right after this trailer with the cast sitting down having an interview,
Okay.
and they said, and she was like, somebody asked about her character from the trailer, and she's like, I don't think I'm allowed to say, and then the rest of the cast was like, no, go ahead and say. And she's like, I don't think I'm allowed to say my character's name, and they're like, do it. So she says it. And then she's like, I just can't believe it. Blah, blah, blah.
She's trying to be like, what's his name? Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Giving away all this.
So that's who she is. And there's been controversy about them picking a Korean actress to play the character, which, whatever.
Why is that a controversy?
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's because of the time period it takes place in.
There were no Koreans.
No. Because ultimately the character becomes basically a slave to a white man, Voldemort.
Oh,
all this stuff. Anyways, so there's this big controversy about it, but I think she's going to be a cool actress playing a cool part, and that's all I see in it.
Yeah.
It's supposedly J.K. Rowling's new for 20 years. She's been holding this secret in for 20 years, which I don't know. I sort of doubt that, but I think this came out. She's like, they did this, and then she's like, oh yeah, that's what it was all along. She was actually a woman.
Yeah, sure.
I think it's a cool take. I think it's going to be cool, and there's no reason.
Yeah, I think
to be controversial about every little thing. It's a movie about wizards that don't exist in real life. So
yeah, it's already not real.
Yeah, it's not real.
Not real life.
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm excited about that. There was more of the Joker that was seen this week. Some, little clips of him in his makeup. So is that just going to be? He's just going to have makeup on, basically.
I think so.
I mean, it seems like it. I mean, you never know. It could be makeup at first, and then somehow he gets changed or whatever. Because I mean, but in the movies they've done it differently. In the comics, basically he falls into a big thing of acid type like chemicals. Ace Chemical Warehouse. He falls into the chemicals there, and it changes him, which they did with Jared Leto's Joker. They got that part right on him at least. But the Heath Ledger, it was just makeup. But he's been the only really version. He's been the only real version that just had makeup, though.
Yeah.
So I mean, he could start off with makeup, and then he gets changed somehow because this is the beginning of the Joker.
Well, and 2, we only see him in the makeup.
Yeah.
It could just be that he's being a clown, like I think we talked about earlier. He's in this movie. He's possibly he's a clown, but maybe then something happens, and that's not even the final makeup. We don't know. I mean,
because
it probably is,
we see him. Because we see him in his actual clown makeup. There's like pictures of him because he becomes a clown, and it looks like the makeup he has, but it's more intact. And then when you see him as a Joker, it's like that makeup is kind of like started to come off some, and it's kind of warped a little bit. So it's like a progression. So it could progress further than that.
Yeah, and you were saying, Chris, earlier that the rumors are that this could be the beginning story of the Heath Ledger version. Which I don't get.
There's like speculation. It's random fans going, oh, because he looks a little bit like Heath Ledger because he's got the long hair and he's just got the makeup on, and it's a little messed up like Heath Ledger's makeup was. So they're like, oh, maybe this is like the origin story for Heath Ledger's Joker in the Christian Bale movies. So I mean, it's always a possibility, but I don't think it is. I think it's just
I hope not.
An original take on it. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
because like Ryan said, he's too old.
Well, he's older than Heath Ledger, right?
You don't know that.
It's like the Benjamin Button Joker.
It's movies. Could be.
I don't know. Anyways, so
what makes him go crazy?
So speaking of superheroes, it's happening. It's coming back. I think next week or the week after. The Flash and all of our CW shows are about here.
Man.
Yeah.
So
all our listeners will come
favorite.
back.
They're talking about the Flash again.
I still haven't finished the last season of Arrow.
Oh yeah, I never finished last season.
Yeah, no one cares about Arrow. Because last season Arrow just got so bad for me. Yeah. And everything they did on that show, I just would just start yelling out, "Why are you doing that? That doesn't make any sense. It's stupid."
I'll put Arrow on sometimes on Netflix or something, just in the background.
This season looks like it could be good, and I have hopes for this season because there was a script written a long time ago, which has been floating out there for a Green Arrow movie where he gets put in prison with all the villains that he's put in there before, and he's basically just trying to survive in prison and get himself out. And I always thought that just sounded like a great story idea. And they're doing that this season on Arrow. He got arrested for being the Green Arrow in last season.
What?
And now he's in... Yeah, I know. And now he's in prison, and he's in there with like a bunch of the people he's put in there. So he's trying to survive. I'm hoping this isn't just like he's in prison for one episode, the first episode, and now he's out.
Sounds kind of familiar. Flash. he and all the
Speed Force.
Yeah, well, he went to prison, remember?
Yep.
And like he ended up escaping with all these people that he put into prison.
Yep. Oh, here we go again.
Here we go again.
But they announced that the crossover this year is going to be called Elseworld. It'll be Flash,
Elseworld.
Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl. Which, if you know the comics, you know what Elseworld is. So hopefully that's what they're doing.
Yeah, Elseworld is kind of like when basically creators can come in and do their own thing on stories for comics. They don't have anything to do with the continuity of anything. There's been ones where what if Batman got Green Lantern's ring and became a Green Lantern. I know, that was a really good one. There was one where Batman was faced off against Jack the Ripper, which is animated. There was one where, what if Superman's ship landed in communist Russia?
Oh yeah, I remember that one
Kansas.
too. Yeah,
the Red Sun thing. So yeah, there are a lot of good stories came out of that, a lot of cool stuff. But it's kind of odd to me because they're calling it Elseworlds, and that has that connotation to it. But it really sounds like a crisis event. In the comics, the crisis for DC is there's always some big change up. It usually has to do with multiple universes, and usually the story ends up with either multiple universes being born or multiple universes being sucked into just one universe, which could be a possibility for this because they have multiple universes. And in Crisis on Infinite Earths, I believe was the one. So if you remember from the first season of The Flash, there was a newspaper from the future, and it's like Flash disappears amidst a battle with Reverse Flash. There were red skies. Red skies were indications for a crisis event in the comics and everything. So there's speculation that that time frame got moved up because of his daughter coming back in time from last season, and that's what's going to happen is this big crisis event with red skies, and a Flash is going to die or disappear.
Oh,
because they have they cast a character called the Monitor, and he's a big character from that series in the comics. And the Anti-Monitor is the villain in that. So the Monitor is kind of good. Force in the universe, Anti-Monitor is bad. And he's trying to destroy the multiverse. So all of that could take place, which could be cool. So they're introducing Batwoman, so Gotham and all that. In the poster for Elseworlds, you can see a Wayne Enterprises building in the background. So that could potentially be its own universe.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then whatever happens just unites all the universes. So the Flash and Arrow, Supergirl, and Batwoman could all end up just as a conglomerate universe by the end of this, which could be cool. So they wouldn't have to do hey, we need Supergirl, so she's going to jump through a portal. She could just be there instead.
There you go. Now you don't have to watch. That's
wow. So I already watched it.
Yep. Summed it all up. You're all good. Spoilers.
Yeah. Anyways, so that'll be coming back very soon, and we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Along with all our other fall shows. Last night, I haven't got to watch it yet, but the Goldbergs started back.
Oh, yeah, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, I need to watch that. And they're actually having Freddy Krueger on their Halloween episode.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
The Freddy Krueger, the original.
Yeah.
Robert
England. Dressed up as Freddy Krueger.
Is there a new show that's the 70s, like The Connors or something like that?
I don't know.
No, The Connors is Roseanne, but without Roseanne.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That makes sense. It just that logo looks.
She got in trouble, and they killed her off on the show.
They killed her.
They actually did.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm like, wow. Okay, go that way.
Is she still producing it?
No,
I don't know. I don't
she's
think
completely
gone.
gone.
Do with it now.
Yeah, it's silly.
There is another show that takes place in the 70s.
That 70s show,
like a family. Nah, well, it's
it's something.
That 70s show.
Yeah,
it's like the kids are all right or something like that.
Yeah,
it looks like the Goldbergs, but in the 70s.
That's what I thought.
Basically.
I heard. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're all right.
Anyway, so new shows coming up. And then Disney announced their season ticket pricing. So,
womp womp.
and it, we don't have to go through it all, but they're going to basically be a value season, a peak season, and a regular season, with the prices differing from value prices would be $107 up to $124 for peak. So that kicks in, I guess, in October sometime.
October 16th. And you benefit if you buy the tickets ahead of time for a specific time. So if you say, I want my tickets for starting this date or whatever, or however that works, then you can get it. Like if you buy a 4-day Magic Your Way ticket or whatever, you can use it within like 7 days or something like that of that date that you picked. And so you don't have to use all 4 or, within 4 days. You can kind of spread it out. But if you buy them like day of, then it's way higher, of course. But
yeah. So what happens if you you're saying, okay, I'm going October 31st through November 5th or whatever, and then you come down with the plague or something, you can't go.
Too bad. You
lost
it.
You just lose your tickets?
I think so. I mean, I'm going to do this with Legoland when we go. And I think I'm going to just go wait till the day before, because you can wait as long as you want to get the pre-sale ticket. I think it probably, with Disney, they're probably banking on people buying them a year ahead of time so that they can, and I don't know if they end up like selling out. I don't know how that works, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's kind of, I don't know. There may be some insurance you can get on it or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I wonder if there's like insurance, because when we book cruises, you can put insurance on it in case
something happens. I mean, you can do that with a flight. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how it'll affect annual passes, or if it will.
I mean, it probably just kind of affects the blackout dates, I'm assuming, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We buy our tickets way ahead of time. We usually buy them on Undercover Tourist, and we get a good deal on them. And we know first I book the hotel and then I buy the tickets. So it's like, I know I'm going this date. So it would work out for us. I'm not crazy about price increases, but the more days you buy, of course, then the lower the price gets. So the most expensive is when you just go for one day. So I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. It's just surprising that they're doing it it's like in 3 weeks, and this is the first we've heard of it.
Well, Disney, they do everything really fast, new rides and
they raise the price prices every January, February, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So, man, you expect that, but then all of a sudden you're like, do you not have enough people going? Do you need to know that people are going to come to Star Wars? Because I'm pretty sure they're going to come to Star Wars, next year. You don't have to worry about that. Because I'm sure part of the reasoning is so that they can plan for volume and things like that. But people are still going to not, I mean, only us that follow that stuff really closely know about that. So people that are casual Disney fans are not going to know. Then they're going to be like, what the heck is this? They're going to find out later that I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to do it right in the middle of October, but I guess they're banking on people who buy their tickets ahead of time, and they're like, Star Wars opens supposedly next late fall, but I don't think it will.
Well, fall goes through December, so
yeah. Well, they're way behind in Florida on construction, so who knows when that'll open.
Well, they may open it, but not everything's open.
Yeah, like they do with most.
The buildings are there.
Yeah, come walk around. You can't ride the ride, but you can walk around.
Yeah.
They've done that before.
Here's some scrim.
Yeah. Here's some scrim. We got your money.
Yeah.
But they've got our money because we're going down there into next week.
Oh yeah, we're down to single-digit days, my friends.
Yeah.
And then it'll be over, and we'll be tired.
And I won't. And I'll be jealous.
Come with us.
Sometimes I think it's more exciting to think about it. And then when you're there, it is fun, but it's still like, it's like, man, this is going by way too quickly, and I'm tired. It's not a vacation. It's a trip. It's an event.
You just gotta plan in some rest time. Plan in.
We do. But it's like you still want to do everything if you're us, me and my family. But and we'd rest a lot, but it's like, okay, we gotta go do this. But we're gonna try to be to enjoy it this time, and which we did last time. We did that. We tried to cut back on just running to everything, and it did help. So be spontaneous. That's the best thing.
Just like me, spontaneous.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. Yeah, we're staying at the Wilderness Lodge. I won't tell you the exact time we'll be there because I don't want to be swarmed by
I
am Geek fans beating down my door.
You could say you're at the campground.
Yes, at the campground. Hey, no, if you listen to I Am Geek and you want to meet up sometime while we're down there, let us know. I'll say hi.
For sure. I'll sign an autograph with you. I'll even give you a button from my backpack.
I have one funny one.
That's right.
Funny one. Man, wouldn't that be cool if somebody noticed this? But how would you notice this in the parks? Because this is a podcast. So you'd have to like hear us talking and be like,
they'll hear you.
That voice sounds familiar.
That guy sounds familiar. Are you on I Am Geek?
You're just hear someone just yell out, "Who said that? Where are you?
Where are you?
I hear you.
You're really funny. You must be Catron."
We will be sporting our I Am Geek t-shirts.
Yes.
In the parks and
every day. Not
hopefully doing some live streams over
Probably
there.
Not. I will be. Yeah, we will. Maybe.
I will.
Probably. Maybe.
I will.
Maybe. I don't do well with live streams. I'm not as dynamic as you are with the live streaming. I feel like a total.
Here's a tree. Look at that.
No, I don't do good on camera. That's why I'm on radio.
I'm just gonna follow you around, live streaming you the whole time.
Oh, that people
just
we'll lose people.
Just get them on a roller coaster and just film them the whole time.
Yes, I will do that. Yeah,
for sure on Slinky Dog because I'm probably gonna be closing my eyes a lot. I'm sure, even though it's really not that bad.
So
I'm sure, but
my son wanted to watch a video of it because he goes, "There's that Slinky Dog, that dog roller coaster. It goes upside down." I'm like, "No, it doesn't." He's like, "Yeah, it does." I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Let's watch the video." So we watched Tim Tracker's video. And then after the video, I go, "See, it doesn't go upside down." And he goes, "Yes, it does." I'm like, oh,
didn't you see that part?
Yeah.
Every kid, every roller coaster goes upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear Charlie told me, my son told me that they changed what he says, the Slinky Dog. Did you notice that? Like instead of "hang on," he says something else, like "here we go" or something. I haven't heard it, but he told me. I was like, "Really?" And my wife said the same thing. I was like, "What?" So I'll be interested.
You think he maybe just says multiple things?
Maybe that's what I was gonna say. Is maybe he changes it, but I don't know. Somebody probably thought "here we go" or "hang on" sounded like something else, so they had to change it. Just like they changed Aerosmith doing that or whatever it was.
Maybe he says, "Let's go."
Yeah. Let's go.
From Big Brother, which ended. And Survivor started though, so which I watched this. I haven't watched Survivor in years, and I watched the beginning episode this season, and it ends with somebody being helicoptered off. In the first episode, and it wasn't even during competition.
Survivor.
They were riding a boat back to their camp, and the boat hit a big wave, and the dude like fractured his back on the boat.
What?
Oh gosh.
Wimp. He didn't belong on there anyways.
Yeah. He's not a survivor.
Nope.
Yeah.
They should have left him there.
He's going to give up. I'm a survivor.
They should have flew him off. He needed to see if he could actually survive. You do.
That's right.
So anyways, we'll have a lot of stuff coming, hopefully on our YouTube and our Facebook live stream stuff that we will post. I think you could do it on Instagram too, right? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You can do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's shorter though, right? Or I don't
know. We'll try to get stuff everywhere so you guys can see it.
It's Snapchat. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then so we're going to that. I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights. I hope Catron's going with me. I don't know.
I'm going to try. I want to. I'm just trying to. I got to make sure it fits the Catron plan.
Well, it's your vacation too, so
he's bringing his son to it.
Yeah.
Just put your kid and your wife down to bed, or put them in the Wilderness Lodge with my family.
Put them down to bed.
Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know.
Let the wives hang out.
Yeah.
They can drink some.
Well, your wife said, well, if they get to go, you all get to go. We're going to go do something one night. As
you
the
know,
girls.
you know how that goes, and they'll just be like, "Nah, never mind."
Nah, never mind. Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, That's. I'm like, yeah.
It'll be fun. You'll have fun. I've already got my tickets. So that sort of leads us into the next season. The HalloGeek season is upon us. October starts next week.
October.
Disney has been going Halloween since August. Universal has been going since a couple of weeks ago. So I thought tonight, to end this one
Walmart's
out.
been going since summer.
Yeah, that's true. To end this one out, we will have a little HalloGeek time.
Hey,
so
that's what everybody's been waiting for.
Cue the music. Oh yeah, I don't have any music.
Like it.
Sorry.
I like the music.
Oh, that sounds great. I love it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna put it in there. Oh well.
I don't know if I can find something.
No
maybe I'll put
tonight,
it in. Huh? This is HalloGeek. This is HalloGeek. HalloGeek.
Oh.
HalloGeek.
Oh, the copyright.
No, that's completely original.
Oh, we're past copyright things.
Yeah. Maybe I'll find something to put in. Anyways, so I thought I would pose a question to you guys since the haunt season is upon us. I've got my pumpkin here. Pretend like I'm drawing papers out.
Put it on your head.
Strike.
You stick your head in
pose.
Oh, my head won't fit. Too big.
Oh, okay.
You guys have started decorating. Well, we all three really started decorating our houses.
Yes, I'm done.
Yes. I don't know if I'm going to do since we won't be here that much. Anyways,
almost.
All right. So here's the question: since we're hopefully Katrin and I are both going, but at least I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights, probably the country's premier Halloween haunted house event.
Wow.
Well, it is because they have Stranger Things and they have all Poltergeist and they have all this stuff. 80s theme. Here's the question. If Halloween Horror Nights designed a house that was aimed at your worst fears, what would it be? They told me not to tell them the question beforehand.
Wow. Can we just do this next time?
I told you guys. I said, I'll tell you the question beforehand.
You go into the room, and you sit down, and there's a computer and a microphone in front of you, and you have to be on a podcast.
Oh!
Where someone asks you a question about your worst fears. That's
being put on the spot. That's my worst fear.
Yeah. Well, so I remember the first time that I went to Halloween Horror Nights was with you, Chris, and we didn't know really much about it at all.
No.
And we thought it was crowded back then, and it wasn't compared to today. So I think the first time we went, we didn't even go in a house.
No, the lines were too long.
We just did all the scare zones and all the rides and had a blast with what was the
zombie apocalypse?
No.
Oh,
what was it?
No, shoot. It's something. It was like Metropolis. Word with zombies.
A word with zombies.
Oh no, that's gonna haunt me now.
Oh, that's your greatest fears forgetting.
What was it called?
Zom something.
Anyway, so the New York streets were like
zombie infested.
Yeah. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up now. Anyways, okay, so and I remember there was a clown house that year, and you said nope. You said nope, not doing that. Not going because I said we could go in this clown house. The line's not that long, and you're like, nope, not doing that. So are you afraid of clowns, Chris? Zombie-geddon.
I wouldn't say I'm deathly afraid of clowns, but the clowns are just creepy. They just creep me out. Like I'm not like scared of them necessarily. I mean, if I'm walking down an alley one night and there's just a clown there, like yeah, I'm gonna be frightened of it. But just like clowns in general don't like frighten me, but they're just creepy. They're just Deadtropolis.
Deadtropolis. Ah, you found it.
Good job.
Deadtropolis.
I remember walking around all night going, Deadtropolis. Yeah. How'd you find that so fast?
Internet.
Like that.
He's good at Googling.
Anyways,
I'm a Googler.
He's a good Googler.
Okay, so most people are scared of, like, if you listed the fears, it'd be like clowns or axe murderers or ghosts. So if they designed a house for you, that would be in a Halloween event, not I go into a room and there's a microphone and somebody asks me a question, but an actual house. What would it be?
It would mine would probably have to do with a bunch of surgery type stuff, like surgical things.
Yeah.
Because because I'll watch scary movies. Growing up, I didn't watch scary movies. Now I'm an adult and stuff. Like my wife loves to watch scary movies every now and then. I kind of have fun with them, especially if they're kind of they're different. They have some thought behind them and everything. But I just can't watch the ones that are just like have to do with like surgical stuff. There was like a movie called Dr. Giggles that freaked me out as a kid. And it's just the surgery stuff because it's so because you'll have like gore and stuff in movies and that's just like, oh, that's fake. But when they go in and start like using like little knives and stuff, cutting people open like on a surgery table and stuff like that, that's just like, no, that's too real. I don't want to watch that. So it'd probably be a bunch of stuff like that because that gets to me. It just makes me sick.
Makes me sick.
Makes me sick.
So you would not want to go to a Dr. Giggles haunted house.
No, I would not want to go to a Dr. Giggles haunted house.
There you go, Halloween Horror Nights. You need to make a Dr. Giggles haunted house.
They should. They really should.
I don't know why they have had houses that have dealt with that. They had this house where the characters were called the Collectors, and basically they looked like, you remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV show, the guys that would you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
They would have just sort of the weird faces.
You couldn't see them. They had like a
they'd sort of just float around the streets when they were walking. It looked like they were just sort of like gliding.
Yeah, like not everyone could see them or something like that.
Something like that.
Anyways,
they took those. They based the house on those characters, so they look like those characters with the weird grins and stuff.
Yeah.
And basically, they were body collectors, and they would collect body parts. So like the house was like them cutting people apart and stuff. Fun times. Very family friendly. So you probably wouldn't like that house. All right, so so Katrin, have you got something for me?
Yeah. Oh, you want me to share? Okay. I
typical Katrin.
Just being funny. I do not like bugs. Like crawling bugs. So like things crawling all over me would be pretty bad. Like when Indiana Jones sticks his hand into the hole in the wall, right, and tries to grab it. Yeah, that I don't like that. But also I don't know. I think most people are that way though. So I don't know. It's not anything different, but that would freak me out. That's just creepy. It's not like it scares me. Like I can't be around a spider or something. It's just like I don't like them crawling on me or anything. That's the biggest thing. And then also the realistic movies that are scary. So like monsters, whatever, but the things that like, I never saw the Saw movies, but that kind of stuff just kind of is like, I don't want to see all that, but that's more of me just like, I don't want to see all that gory tearing somebody's arm off or whatever they do. I don't know what they do.
Those are actually pretty good movies.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last year. You said, yeah. And then, but one movie that really, and this was kind of on that same line, is movie that really freaked me out in college was People Under the Stairs. Do y'all remember that one? Did you see it? Because like there were people inside the walls of this house, and it just creeped me out for some reason. It was so weird, and I remember sitting on the couch in my dorm room. I was like, I can't watch this movie. It's so weird.
That was one of the very first haunted houses they did at Halloween Horror Nights was People Under the Stairs house.
Yeah.
If listeners, if you hear something snoring, my dog is like at my feet, asleep snoring. So
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear him?
That's just me.
No, it's fine.
That's just me.
Anyways,
sleeping.
yeah. So they did that house. So that would have been fun to watch you go through.
Yeah, probably so. We went to a haunted house one time in Gatlinburg. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah,
but,
I do.
So they had these things hanging from the ceiling, there, like it was bees or whatever. You're just like, it's like, and then there's stuff at your legs like snakes, and then they had one of those spinning tunnels, and it felt like you were walking on the side of the wall or something. Man, that was so trippy.
Happy birthday, shut your mouth.
Yeah, that was probably
an inside joke. Sorry.
Yeah, so there's a guy we actually told this story, I think,
that's right,
last year. But the guy was in a straitjacket singing "Happy Birthday." We started singing with him, and he says, "Happy birthday, shut your mouth," because he didn't want us singing. But, so yeah, I have. You asked for one thing, but I gave you multiple. So.
No, you did. So if there's a people under the stairs house with roaches crawling on you, you'd probably be like,
that's the worst, I think, is roaches. Like whenever they're like, what is it, Fear Factor, and they're sitting there eating those or whatever. I'm like, no.
Hissing cockroaches.
They had a Fear Factor house one year too. It didn't go over very well.
Sure.
But and then they had a Fear Factor show. I guess they still do it sometimes at Universal Studios.
Ugh.
Yeah. Okay. So surgery and people living in your walls and bugs.
What's yours then?
Well, I don't know. I've been thinking. I'm trying to think because first off, working these events, I don't know if anybody could design a house that when I walk through that would scare
challenge.
Me. Because like in a Universal, because I know how it works. Like I could be walking through and be like, "There's a boo hole," which a boo hole is something people pop out of. That's what they call them. They call them boo holes. Or that's where. Or there's what
kind of place is this?
Yeah, there's a mirror effect where somebody's going to pop out from over here. So I sort of know it, but like if it was like me going into something and I didn't know that it was fake, like if somebody said you're going through this, I guess the best example for me would be when we go to the zoo with my son. He likes to go into the reptiles area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't like snakes.
Huh.
So walking through that place, I'm like, nope. I'm just like, I stay in the center of the room because they're like the doors. I don't know why they made it like this at the Houston Zoo, but the doors to get the snakes in and out are on the outside, like towards you. And there's locks on them. So I'm like, if they forget to lock one of these, that king cobra could just come out here. Right?
Sure.
It's like a Harry Potter right now. Jeez.
Well, the locks are on the outside. So if some minimum wage guy working at a zoo forgets to lock it because he's going on break, what's to stop the snake from going, okay, I'm gone. So like if they made a house that had like real snakes in it and you were right there with the real snakes, I think that would freak me out. If there was fake snakes, I'd be like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But if it was like real snakes living around,
so basically, your house is a zoo, and right before you go in, there's like a worker coming out like, well, I'm gonna go on break. Just fed the snakes. See you guys later. Gotta go take my nap.
I left the door open.
Yeah.
Well, what I do with my keys? Oh well, I'll look for them later. That's your scary house.
Anything that can climb a tree that has no arms and no legs, it's not right. I don't care. It's not right. So. But but I've gotten braver since having dogs and having kids. If there's a snake in the yard, I just go out and kill it. I'm just like, people may not like that. They may be like, oh, you should just let it go or relocate it. But whatever. I go out with a shovel and I say bye bye snake. But yeah, so like I don't think there's like a house like every house that I've been to, and I've been going for years. I think there's only been like one instance where I've jumped. And it wasn't because I was scared. Something just caught me off guard, and I'm like, "Oh, where'd that come from?" And then I just turned around and I gave the guy, a clap and said, "Good job, that was fun." But you go and there's like people.
Yeah, that's
That's what gets me is the startle. That's what it is,
right?
Yeah, someone just comes out of nowhere and it startles me. Like that's what I do. I get startled in those.
Yeah.
Because I'm like you. Like I know they can't touch me. I know they can't do anything to me.
Yeah.
All right.
But
there's only been over all those years. There's only been one time where I think somebody jump scared me. So I think it's just because I worked it and I know where they come from, and you're just like, yeah, somebody's gonna come from there. All right, somebody's gonna come from there. But I love it, and I go back every year because I love the set design and everything. But it's so funny, like working those things, because usually the people that get so scared are like the big, huge muscle dudes, and they're like hiding behind their girlfriends, and then when you scare them, they fall on the ground and like throw their woman in front of the scare actor.
Take her!
Yeah, take her, not me. It's so funny. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, probably like snakes. I don't know. I don't know what else. Like, I don't like the surgery stuff, so I probably wouldn't look at it.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, no, I'm good. I'm just going to keep walking.
That's nice. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good job there. But looking at the list of house, I'm excited, but there's not one of them. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't go through that.
Yeah.
Like ghost stuff, like that's the supernatural house is always my favorite.
I mean, do people actually get scared of the things that are happening, or is it just the jump outs? Because I mean, that's what would get me is things just I'm not paying attention. I'm enjoying this.
That's just like terrified.
Yeah, because you'll see videos that, like someone will be dressed up as something and they're right in front of the person, like they know they're there, but they're like cowering back from them.
I've had people like because you walk through these things in like conga lines.
Yeah.
And I've had people that I don't know, complete strangers, I'm basically wearing as a backpack walking through here. And then when we get out of the house, they're like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, that's fine, whatever. Like, I just want to say, why did you go in here if this
Do you want to exchange numbers now?
Yeah, I'm like,
what do we do?
You want to buy me a drink or something?
In Kansas, this means we're married.
Yeah.
Cousin, what are we doing?
But it's funny, like, there's people that go and, like, they will not even walk through the streets because they're so scared. And it's like, I'm like, why did you come? Why did you pay money?
Yeah.
It's an experience. You got to go, Cadron. It's something.
I know. I want to. I just got to figure it out.
It's good. It's fun.
That was what Chris and I did every year, but then he had to
move away. Yeah. Do you remember the
what I do?
The haunted forest in Jonesboro? Isn't that where it was?
I worked that.
You worked at it, yeah.
I never went to that.
What?
I was too scared to go.
The chainsaws were what was funny because the first time it got me, I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's coming at me!" But it's like, and then you realize, oh well, they don't have chains because the guy like touches you on the leg every once in a while with the chainsaw without a chain, and it's just loud. Is mostly what it is. But
I got to do some of the chainsaws at HalloScream a few times. It was pretty fun, but it's annoying. Like a whole 6 hours or 8 hours. Holding the chainsaw.
Yeah, it's not light.
And you gotta rev it. You can't just leave it on the whole time. You let it turn off and then put it back on. But yeah, I worked. It was really easy to get a job at the Jonesboro Haunted Trail. You got a costume? Okay, come on. So somebody told them that I had a Scream like costume, and that was when Scream was really big. And they're like, "Can you come bring your costume and be in the trail?" And I'm like, "Sure." So like they put me like in this hallway. Like there would like be these like little like they're not buildings, but these like weird forest dwellings that you would go through.
Shacks or whatever. Yeah.
They're like
areas.
You're gonna stand in this coffin. I'm like, it doesn't make sense for the Scream guy to stand in a coffin, but hey, let's go with it. And then I would just jump out at people.
You're paying me.
Yeah, and then I would just chase them through the woods. So that was fun.
I think the only time it kind of freaked me out was there was a guy in a Michael Myers costume, and he was just standing there out in the woods, like away from the trail. Like you're going down the trail and you look over to your right and he's just standing there staring. You know, just like, that is creepy. You know, you're just like, ugh. But he didn't move or anything. It was good.
That's funny.
Good times.
Speaking of bugs, real quick though, back to the thing I was talking about earlier. I scared my son one time because we were camping, and he was about to put his hand on. I said, let me take your picture by this tree, and right as he was getting ready to put his hand by the tree, I realized that there was this big spider. Like, it was really weird. Like, it had a huge body and kind of long legs. Like, I don't even know what kind of spider this was, but it was huge, and he almost put his hand on it. I was like, oh no, don't do that. And he just and just ran. I felt so bad, but I was laughing at the same time. Ran. Oh my gosh.
He just ran into the woods. We never saw him again.
I never saw him again. But oh man, I felt so bad, but it was funny. I wish I had a picture of that spider because that was bad. But man.
Oh man. So hopefully I mean, our schedules are going to be crazy, but hopefully we'll have some more Halloween, HalloGeek stuff coming out. So I'll make sure that we design a house with surgery, bugs, people living in walls, and snakes all in one house, and then the three of us can just go through it.
And forgetful zookeepers.
Forgetful zookeepers.
Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Why did it have to be snakes?
We can all. Oh no. Anyways. Yeah, I don't want to go.
So wait, you're so Ryan's Indiana Jones and Katrin is Indiana Jones's father because he hated bugs.
Oh, that's true. Did he hate bugs or rats? No,
or was rats? Was it rats? Or was it the bugs?
The bugs was before his father. I don't know that they were on that movie.
I think it was rats.
Oh, the bugs. It was rats. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Sorry. You're no longer Sean Connery.
Oh well.
You're
short round
Steven
or the woman.
Spielberg. Yeah, you're Steven Spielberg's wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm the woman. I don't. That's probably turns out.
Anyway, so next week we're going on a trip, but before that, we'll hopefully have episode 75 coming out.
Of course.
The Thursday before I leave, which will be we leave at 6 a.m. on Friday. So Thursday night's going to be fun. But hopefully, if everything works out, we got some special guests coming on next week. Mm-hmm. I'll go ahead and announce them so that way they can't back out. But,
oh, yeah. There you go. They're legally binded by then.
We're continuing with some of our friends from YouTube. I haven't met these guys yet, but they want to be on. I know other people that know them, and they recommended them. So hopefully we'll have them on next week. It's if you look up YouTube, Ears to You. So it's EARS, the number 2, and YOU. Ears to You. It's a couple, and they do basically Disney vlogs and all kinds of stuff at Disney. So we're going to talk to them before we go to Disney, and then we're going to go to Disney and do all that stuff. So there will hopefully be on next week. I don't know. Our friend Micah, who was World of Micah, was on a few weeks ago. He said, hey, if you have Ears to You on, I want to come on too. I don't know if he'll be able to make it on next week or not, but if he does, it's going to be a big, crazy episode.
Whoa. YouTube roundtable.
Yeah, but I'm excited to have Ears to You on because they put out a lot of cool stuff. Cool. So hopefully they'll be on. And then coming up, probably after our trip, depends on his schedule. Chris, you're opening your vault back up.
Yeah. Oh, creepy.
Yeah, it's a creep. You need a WD-40.
I need that oil. I need that oil. Yeah.
You're opening your vault back up, and you're having an animator that I'm really excited. He's an animator, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's an animator. Yeah.
No, he's just seen that movie before.
Oh. Yeah, he's just seen it. Stephen Buckley. I worked with him years ago. Great guy, super fun. He started out as, at least as far as I know, he started out as a stop motion animator, and he worked on Nightmare Before Christmas, which is one of my favorite movies. And it's the 25th anniversary this year for Nightmare Before Christmas. So yeah, I asked him. He said he'd be glad to come on. So yeah, we're gonna figure that out and get him on here.
Yeah, so that's gonna fit in perfectly with HalloGeek with somebody that worked on A Nightmare Before Christmas with the 25th anniversary. I think he's going to an event celebrating the 25th anniversary. So hopefully he'll get to talk about that, because where he is going is a place that I've always wanted to go. I don't know if we should announce that, or can we announce that?
I don't know. Not a clue. Someplace you always wanted to go, though.
Brazil.
Brazil.
No. We'll leave it to Steven to talk about that.
Yeah.
So hopefully he'll be on. So ears to you, possibly World and Micah back on, Stephen Buckley back on, which they call him. You call him Buck?
Just Buck.
Just Buck.
That's all I call him. So yeah, when you say Stephen Buckley, it just sounds weird to me, because I just know him as Buck.
Good old Uncle Buck.
What do they call you, Chris?
Yeah, what do they call you?
Actually, Buck comes up with names for everybody. And I think he would refer to me as Tennessee Whiskey sometimes. I'm from Tennessee.
And you drink a lot of whiskey.
And I drink a lot of whiskey. No, I don't. He just has fun names for people.
With that, thanks for joining us, Tennessee Whiskey. I'm glad you could be here. That'll be your name from now on. Katrin, you can go back to be called Chris, because now we have Tennessee Whiskey.
Tennessee Whiskey.
Tennessee Whiskey.
I gotta start talking like this.
That's right.
Hey, how we doing?
So he smokes too?
You also smoke a pack a day?
You gotta smoke with your whiskey.
I don't think you have to.
Go sound smooth that way?
It's real smooth.
It's real smooth.
Real smooth. Real smooth. Good.
Oh man. All right, we're over an hour.
Whew.
So have you guys been listening? Not you guys, but because I know you guys haven't. To the end of our episodes after the music.
Yes,
stops.
I have.
I've been trying to put some fun little things in there, so go back and find those little
secret tracks. They used to have those in the 90s, right?
Yeah. So go back and find those if you haven't found them. That way you can listen to the shows again, and then it'll make us have more listens.
Well, more importantly, we need your reviews.
Yes. Oh, but we really only need 5-star reviews.
Oh, that's true.
So if you can like, subscribe, review on iTunes for us, that would be great. That helps out a lot. It bumps up where people find us.
And easier. Stitcher has that as well. You can also do that on Stitcher.
Oh, cool.
So if you don't have iTunes.
Yeah. So you can find us wherever podcasts are found, except Spotify, because they won't return our messages. This episode is sponsored by Spotify.
Spotify.
I don't know. It's not.
Yeah, why not?
They'll never sponsor us. Anyways, so holler at Spotify and say, "We want I Am Geek." Or I'm discontinuing
we're not paying
my
your
service.
fee.
Yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this episode and a little taste of HalloGEEK and what's to come. Join us next week when we will hopefully have Ears to You on from YouTube. If they're not, then we'll have something else on. So there you go. I don't know.
We could talk about The Shape of Water.
No.
Okay.
You can. That's an I Am Geek After Dark.
I don't think I want to talk about that show. I feel violated.
This episode will be called Episode 74, The Shape of Katrin.
Everybody's got to think of some big, large guy.
They won't know unless they come and see us
at Disney World. I can post our schedule if that helps.
No.
Like people no. Actually. Yeah.
No. Just make it a happy circumstance. That's not what a happenstance.
Happy accident.
Happy accident. Yeah. It's late.
Sure.
This episode is called Happy Circumstance. I don't know what this episode's called.
See you as.
All right. We will talk at you next week, and thanks for joining us on I Am Geek. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
The crotch gusset gives you room to crouch without singing soprano.